お願いします。一つ。あ、これに乗るの？よいしょ。到着。おお、着いた。着いた。 Japanese name.
Marina Japanese name?
Yes.
Because I made,
Seems like yesterday we were just a couple of kids. You came to my birthday parties and we watched the stars just for kicks. Ice cream with our best friends, making fun of high school dances while sneaking glances. But now you're a stranger. I don't recognize your face anymore. Yes, now you're a stranger. Ever since you walked out that door. I was 19 when you dropped my heart on the floor. I picked up the pieces while you danced with the other girl. Starry-eyed and lovesick, she looks at you the way I once did. What a cruel trick. Cause now you're a stranger. I don't recognize your face anymore. Yes, now you're a stranger. But somehow I miss you every day more and more. Yes, I miss you so much, but it's not enough. Can't undo what's already done. Yeah, I miss you so much, but you broke my trust. It's alright, what's done is done. It's time to move on. 'Cause now you're a stranger. And I hope you find what you're looking for. Yes, now you're a stranger. I can't recognize you anymore. What was it for? What was it for? What was it for? Stranger.
Malaysia.
Love at first sight, when I looked in those eyes, all those years ago. Trips to Virginia, so Grandma could meet you, to starting a family of our own. A few years later, a couple hairs grayer, you're still my favorite one to hold. Coffee and red wine, and turning down invites to spend an evening on our own. Like a firework in the night city sky on the 4th of July. I'll laugh and I'll cry, I come alive from the love that sleeps inside. 25 years is pretty good, but I think we can do better. I want a couple more chilly nights, cuddled up in our favorite sweaters. These old tires got a few more miles left to drive this coast. Holding your hand, living lives, but I come to love the most. And who knows where life will take us, I don't really know. But I got a feeling the best is yet to show. And I kept all the memories stored up in my heart. There's still room to make some more like we did at the start. And who knows where life will take us, I don't really know. But I got a feeling that the best is yet to show. And I kept all the memories stored up in my heart. But there's room to make more like we did from the start. 'Cause 25 years is pretty good, but I think we could do better. I want a couple more chilly nights, cuddled up in our favorite sweaters. These old tires got a few more miles left to drive this coast. Holding your hand, living life is what I call